Hello students, welcome to Social Studies class. 8th class, and in the last two sessions we have learned how the Mahabharata, the maps were designed at the time of Mahabharata in the Vedic period, or you can say in the ancient period. And we also observed how the rough diagrams were drawn about the continents. They believed that 7 continents and 7 oceans were there. They believed that Earth is in the disc form. So up to there we have covered in the last class. Let us continue, and in the second section I have completed about the Mughal time, how the Mughal soldiers they used a map, and they kept their maps very secret that enemies doesn't take them, and how the Mughals use them. Now we are going to the entire world, how the maps were made in the entire world. So here we can observe, let us start with the Greek geographers Anaximander, Hecatus, and he was from Turkey. Now it is Turkey, and Herodotus also prepared world map. These were the great traders and sailors who used to make great voyages and used to observe the entire world, and they made the maps according to their observations. So we can say Greek geographers have dedicated a lot of surveys for the preparing of maps according to their knowledge. According to Greek geographers, traders, they made a map accurate with the help of latitudes and longitudes. And you can see the first latitude and longitude we have learned in the previous class was first used by Aryabhatta, and it was again used by this Greek geographist also. And Babylon, I have shown you the map in the last class how the Babylonians who believed that the earth was a round disc. Until now they doesn't have any idea that earth was round in shape. According to them, I have shown you the Babylonians map which they have made in the last class. Okay, now here we can observe. Now as you know, at that time they believed that there were only 3 main continents, and there was a middle sea called Mediterranean. So why they believed that it is in the middle of the world? Because according to them the world is only between Europe, Africa and Asia. So since this is the word according to them, Mediterranean, the word Mediterranean means middle of the world. So they believe in Mediterranean Sea which they are making is the middle of the world. So since it was very difficult for them to go around the oceans, and as I told you, they believed that the seas, the world is like a disc, and if we go beyond the voyages, so we may fall down or go into the space. So they doesn't make more sea routes. They used to travel from the lands, from the Iran and Arabian countries. So then what happened? Here Alexander, a Greek king who tried to conquer the whole world. You know about Alexander, and he believed that if I conquer all these 3 continents, I am going to conquer the entire world. So he came to India 2300 years ago, and he also made according to him, he also made the mapping of the entire world. And here we can see places were joined together with the line from north to south by the Greek people. They used this latitudes and longitudes. They joined North Pole to South Pole. As we know about the longitudes and latitudes. This was very difficult to make this and longitudes. These were drawn from the North Pole to South Pole. They have identified the meridian, which is considered as, we can say, AM and PM. So this meridian, prime meridian and post meridian, and so AM and PM. So we can observe noon line. So this line, for example, this is meridian, and before this is known as AM and PM. So with the help of this, the identifying of time became very easy, and this was done by the Greek people, but it was first introduced by Aryabhatta. Coming to this again, they also used, and these latitudes and longitudes help them a lot to identify the places perfectly entire the world. So here then what happened? Alexander, then the Greek made the meridian, use of meridian. Here you can observe, here is one of the map made by Ptolemy. Was one of the most famous geographers of the ancient world. According to Ptolemy, he used the map in very perfection. According to that time, his maps was considered as the best maps. And he was actually, Ptolemy was very much concerned towards his religion. So he believed that since Jesus Christ was born in Jerusalem, which is one of the part of Asia, so he considered Asia as the center and made the other continents around this. So as we come to know, when the Greeks prepared the map, they kept Greece as in the center, and Libya, which is known as Africa at present, and Asia and Europe considered to be the other continents. When coming to Babylonians, they also have they believed that continents are surrounded by the oceans, and it is one piece of land, large land with a meridian in the center. Then coming to the Ptolemy, as I said, Ptolemy, sorry, pronunciation. It is Ptolemy believed that religion is the main basis, and according to him, he made all the continents based on the Asia in the center. So this is how we can observe the maps made by them. So here we are going to see one of the video of, you can observe one of the yes, you can observe.
It shows Babylon on the Euphrates River, surrounded by a circular landmass showing Assyria and Armenia with an ocean around it. But let's be honest here, I don't think anyone really sees this on it. I'm sure that it's there, but it's somewhat indecipherable. I just found this description online because from looking at it, I would have no idea what is what. One of history's more graphically pleasing first maps is this one, The World According to Hecataios. Hecataios of Miletus was a Greek historian and geographer. He made this map in the 5th or 6th century BC. Hecataios divides the world into 3 parts, Europe, Asia, and Libya, centered around the Mediterranean Sea, or especially centered in Greece. His world is a round disk, surrounded by an ocean, which is strange because how could he imagine that there was an ocean where the Sahara Desert is? But he probably thought that somewhere beyond the desert there would eventually be a coastline. And it's strange that Caspian Sea, but did not know about the part where it closes itself, representing it as being open to a surrounding ocean. By the way, since a few of you asked last time, I posted a link in the description with the high-resolution images of these maps, in case you want to take a closer look. Moving forward in time a little, we have the map of Pomponius Mela. Pomponius Mela was a Roman geographer in around 40 AD. He created this map of Europe, which is honestly one of the weirdest things I've seen. The distortion of both Italy and Greece is just completely insane. And Greece's islands stretch unbelievably north. He also places a sea in the Sahara region and a strange inland sea oddly shaped like a human face with an island as an ear in the Arabia region. It really looks as if the earlier cartographers used different scales within the same map. For example, the details on the African coast look way more amplified than those on the French one, and also using different orientations. While Greece and Italy seem to be facing one way, Africa and the rest of Europe seem to be facing the other. But I guess this was one of the most common issues with old maps, being able to properly measure orientation and even distance, which makes sense because they had no satellite images to verify, no airplanes, and they couldn't just hop on a bird and make sure that their drawings were correct. Now, the issue of distortion was somewhat resolved with the introduction of longitudinal and latitudinal lines in maps. And Ptolemy, a Greco-Roman mathematician, astronomer, and geographer, was the first to introduce these lines. Pretty much he was the first one that used math and geometry to develop a manual for how to map the planet using a rectangle and intersecting lines. In this map of the known world, which he created in 150 AD, this map is unbelievably accurate, at least to the standards of the time. The amount of detail on the coastlines, the shapes of the land formations, and even the size proportion of areas like the Iberian Peninsula when compared to France or Greece is really impressive. There's still some weird stuff in the Scandinavian area, and the Far East looks nothing like we know it to be. But given that he was a Greco-Roman citizen, knowing about these regions which are further away would pose a much bigger challenge. It's really interesting because we kind of get the opposite situation with this next map, drawn by Al-Idrisi, an Arab Muslim geographer and cartographer.
Okay, we'll see in the next class. First, we'll come to know about how much time does it took for latitudes and longitudes. It took nearly 2000 years for the best perfection of the use of latitudes and longitudes. So this is how up to here Ptolemy was considered as I told you, the Religion person. Many of his books were then again used and rewrote by many of the people for making of maps. So let us see in the next class how the other map makers help us to find the earth as a round shape. Let us go with this journey in the next class. Now write down about the achievements of these map makers and try to answer all the question answers which are there in your textbook and write them in your notes. Thank you. See you in the next class.